Okay, so in this frequently asked question video, we're going to talk about the difference in closures and frontals. Okay, so I think it's easier to talk about it as the biggest to the smallest. So we're going to talk about the frontal first. The frontal is the most talked about lace that there is right now. It is just very popular. And so a frontal is, for example, what I have on my head right now. So as you can see, I have my frontal from Corey J's Boutique, and it is 13 by 6. So what the 13 indicates is how long it is across the front of your head. It's 13 inches. What the 6 is how far it goes back on your head. It goes back 6 inches. So if it was to go back 13 inches, then it will go back this long. You feel me? So 13 by 6, that's a frontal. Okay, so then we have closures. Let me look in my bag and see if I got some closures for y'all. Perfect. The first one I pulled out is a 4x4 closure. This hair that I'm showing you all is also from Corey J's Boutique. So yeah, this is a 4x4 frontal. So you see the difference? We have all this parting space here and all this parting space here. And with the closure, this is a 4x4 closure. This is all the parting space that you're gonna have. Just this, from 4 inches across, 4 inches back. So I got more frontal than closure, obviously. So when they say a 4x4 closure, a 5x5 closure, 6x6 closure, and 7x7 closure, which Corey J's Boutique does offer, we're talking about bigger and bigger. So instead of this being like this, is gonna have another inch here and another inch here for 5x5. Then for 6, we go another inch here, another inch here. And for 7, another inch here and another inch here. So I'm going to show you guys the difference in a 4x4 and a 7x7 to make this just a little easier for you all to understand. So you will see here, this is a 7x7 closure. See how big that is? Everything that's brown, not the black. The black is the cap. So everything that's brown is the lace. This is a 7x7 lace. So what I did when I wore this is I put it on the side of my head like this and wore it as a side part. And so it looked like a frontal because all of this was back and the baby hairs was done. And just this, as you can see, the cap is right here. So it went on my head like this. This is how far a 7x7 goes. So this is the biggest closure that a person can get. And then obviously the sizes do go down from there for from a 7x7 closure. So we got a 7x7 right here, and then we have a 4x4 here. So you guys can see, I hope, the difference in how long this is and how small this is. So when we talk about which one should I choose, okay, so it really depends on your style and your knowledge. Your style and your knowledge of closures and frontals and how to maintain them. So for me, for this hairstyle, I wanted it to look very sleek, very natural. So I was like, okay, well, I want to be able to, you know, pull it back if I have to. So I definitely got a frontal for that. Now for this wig here, the reason why I got a 7x7 closure is because I wanted the style to appear to be of a frontal, but I wanted it to be less hassle. So when we talk about what you know about them, definitely choose what's going to be the least amount of hassle for you. For instance, if you are a first-time wig wearer, I would always suggest that you choose a 4x4 closure wig, or closure, whatever, because this is little to no hassle. You can put an elastic band on both sides of this and it'll stretch it, it'll lay it flat, it'll lay it thin, and it'll look just like this, minus, you know, all this extra, because it's gonna stop about right here. So I would definitely suggest this. If you're more experienced and you're just looking for style, that's when you get into the 5x5, 6x6, 7x7, and 13x6 frontal. All those styles give you a lot of versatility. For instance, if I wanted to do like a closure bang wig, I would probably use a 6x6 because 7x7 is going to be like around here, too long for me. I need a 6x6, which is about right here, so that I can part bangs right here and then do a swoop right here, and it'll look like a frontal. So it really just depends on you as the consumer, as the buyer, as the person who's going to purchase and then do whatever style. However, closures are very, very easy to maintain in relation to frontals. As you go up on the size of a closure from 4x4, from 5x5, from 6x6 to 7x7, the level of ease diminishes. So a 7x7 closure is definitely more difficult to maintain than a 4x4 closure. So again, when you all are choosing whether you're going to choose a 4x4, 5x5, 6x6, or a 7x7 closure, or a 13x6 frontal, you have to think about what style you want and how well you know how to use these closures and frontals. So thank you all for watching. We have more videos coming.